Sometimes when I work, I want to get from here to here. I'm actually, I don't really know how to get there because it's so far away. Maybe I'm implementing a big feature, or I have an idea for really a lot of changes, a big refactoring, and I just don't know how to implement all of that in small steps. Usually in such a situation, I consider the option of a big bang, or rewriting everything, meaning I rip the project apart and it doesn't compile for hours or days, and I try to put everything back together in the end. However, there are a lot of downsides to this. You don't get any feedback, and quick feedback is gone. You have to keep a lot of context because you have to remember a lot of changes you made. If somebody comes and disturbs your work, you can easily forget everything you were keeping in your mind. If you have to work on something else for a few days, you might forget so much that actually all progress is lost. So these days, when I'm faced with such a situation, I try to experiment a bit. So do some changes and then abandon them. Just, okay, let's rename this class, let's extract a function here, let's move some things around, and then I'm not afraid to abandon these changes, because doing that gives me a lot of insight into how the system works, how the code is structured, and I'm getting a much better feeling of how to get from the start to finish. And usually it happens that during this process, maybe I come up with a few changes I would like to make, and even if these changes don't get me exactly to the finish circle, they definitely are they're making the code more readable, so the system ends up in a better state than when I found it, and I'm definitely getting closer to the finish line. So just recently I had this issue that I didn't know how to implement the feature I was trying to implement alongside with all the refactoring I was trying to do. So I started fiddling with the code, trying out different things, and after a day of trial and error, I wrote down several things I would like to refactor before I even will implement any feature, and it actually turned out that all these small non-functional changes brought me so close to the finish that I started seeing a clear solution to the feature, that the problem I was trying to solve.